Athens. The tourists from American colleges nibble ginger for their seasickness and disembowel a turbid yawn long as the bus. They wear earphones like stethoscopes, sonogram measuring their own hearts to check for new residents, songs used as waxen earplugs. One passenger, who I thought Greek until he opened his mouth, dragging himself with the device required in order to justify talking to oneself, videographs himself to prove it is not an oneiros dream, pirouettes the second he steps out of the bus, transforms into a sports forecaster. With the Temple of Poseidon as set background, he narrates his invisible sojourn to his relatives back home in Oklahoma or in Wisconsin, as if to see alone would burn fabric of one's precious web, conscionable sin. He is not the land, he is the Land Rover, a Labrador retriever, a Saint Bernard. The American every moonscape made by earth and men. I walk the steps to Sunio, overlooking Mediterranean Sea. I miss the penultimate bus back. Chatterers go like so much flotsam slid. I steal a smooth white rock from there. I bring no photograph, but the warrior poet, a comrade, worshipper of sun and stones, asked me to walk from there. So I robbed Poseidon, picked a smooth and for luck by ancient hands of cobblers and fondlers, glittery sans petroglyph, robbed a gift brick from Poseidon himself. At least I did not go to Sunio with eyes shut and eardrums full of camera and celluloid acid, undeafened to the movement of ocean that crushes camera obscura walls of dark microfilm. Ocean caresses marble shards, smooths the jagged ridges of beer bottles, once broken to use as murder weapons, then ditched into the maelstrom of a natural destroyer, safekeeper of evidence. I am a scoundrel, taking no pictures, but I cannot counterfeit. I earth, I unearth. I'll try to find a more one that has more sound in it.
Bravo.
So I'll go to Sunio. So this one I wrote after reading the newspapers a few years ago about refugees on the Mediterranean. Sole Mare. This book of poems, the title Mare Nostrum, I took from a poem by an Italian, a poet from Napoli, Eri De Luca, who wrote a book called Mare Nostrum. But of course it refers to the ancient Roman word for our sea. And this book came out in England 2 years ago. Sole Mare. Mare Nostrum, Costa Nostra, no Mary but the dark-skinned Shulamite of Abyssinia, on a holy raft, craven and aghast. Now it is September, the fates of people drowning in the sea keep no calendars, a diary written with the salted tongue upon a body, doused and famished like a monk's. Here where celibacy and conception are made improbable, and their drowning son, driven by treasuries, ministries of culture and plastic surgery, gives a press conference to the birds. Flamingo soars overhead, a twig of sugar cane in its tailons, vision as if to warn those rafters of another route to more westwards, fairy lands. Speculation, more ironic, is the harm done to ships and moving rubber cylinders, floats heavier than unleaded gasoline. meant to supervise those destitute by the land, the sea. The salt constructs its own castle, its terra firma in the body of the drinker, rid of wine and made sober